trends.
This film marked the third collaboration between Martin Scorsese and Leonardo DiCaprio. This is similar to when Scorsese used to work with Robert De Niro on a lot of their film projects, which was very good because they made good movies together. And that is a trend. Scorsese returned to the modern American crime gangster genre that he practically built himself in the 90s, having previously directed films like Goodfellas and Casino, to much critical acclaim. This film came out at a time where East Asian horror films were being Americanized for worldwide audiences.
Stars.
Pre-release publicity for Infernal Affairs focused a lot on its star-studded cast, unfamiliar to Western audiences, but most definitely renowned in their home countries. This cast of actors includes Andy Lau, Tony Leung, Anthony Wong, Eric Tsang, Kelly Chen, and Sammy Cheng, who are all very good actors. The Departed as well boasts an all-star cast. As earlier mentioned, Leonardo DiCaprio stars in it, with other big names as Matt Damon and Jack Nicholson, who each could sell a film on their own, but are together on this amazing picture, as well as such highly acclaimed actors as Mark Wahlberg, Alec Baldwin, and Martin Sheen, and others. Both films acted as vehicles for the stars, with their names prominently displayed in the marketing/promotion of the two movies.
Social, political, and regulatory issues.
While at face value, The Departed appears to be a cat and mouse tale between the Irish Boston mob and the police force, many critics have seen this as an allegory and as stand-ins for the conflict in Iraq or the larger war against terrorism. Similarly with The Infernal Affairs, which is already infused with Buddhist overtones, it examines a complex network of people antagonistically bound to each other. This strong succession of comic bond and individual destiny makes all the protagonists on either side of the law tragic heroes. It questions the notion of individual identity when one is karmically conjoined to other lives, and when one's story is predetermined and overdetermined by other narratives. Needless to say, these issues are deeply inherent to Hong Kong people who are confronting their enforced affiliation with China and their identity articulated by China's present agenda, especially under the doctrine of the nation. That's a pretty good comparison of the two.
Synergies between films.
The iconic moments and imagery of Infernal Affairs can briefly be seen in parts of The Departed, although some of it is gone into more elaboration and given a lot more backstory, or maybe given a slight twist. Many instances in the film you can see this, whether it's the cast or the character's hand, or the ending itself, which, although similar, actually has a lot of different connotations.
Vertical and horizontal integration.
Infernal Affairs was produced by Media Asia Films and Basic Pictures, while The Departed was produced by a multitude of companies, such as Plan B Entertainment, which was founded and now solely owned by Brad Pitt the actor, GK Films, Vertigo Entertainment, which is co-owned by Roy Lee and Doug Davison, who have a rich history of remaking horror Asian films for American audiences, such as The Ring, Dark Water, and The Grudge, and even Media Asia Films was part of that production of The Departed. While Miramax owns the distribution rights for Infernal Affairs in the USA, Warner Brothers is the one that distributes The Departed in the USA. Both films, however, are distributed by Media Asia Distribution in Asian territories. That is the conclusion of my work. I hope this has been a good video that explains a lot about my findings.